But no, this is not for Star Garden. This is for. I was working on. I started making an album right after I made Drift into Dreams, um, which was a mistake because it was like literally like the day after I finished that, I like started working on this. Um, but I think I'm shrinking it down to much less songs. This I had 10 songs at first, maybe 9. I don't think this would maybe end up in it. I'd maybe use it for something else. But I kind of feel like I'm not as happy with a lot of these songs, so I cut it down to these 4, and that's one of them. So yeah, I in the songs that I'm cutting out, I might use for something else or might repurpose, but maybe not. I have like a billion songs that just will kind of never see the light of day, and that's okay. But yeah, I think even these 4 songs are still probably the best. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting it to an EP. I can play it so far. The only song that's done is this one, and this one is a collab with System ST91. If you don't know who that is, he makes cool music, and he also is the artist for the Drift into Dreams cover art. So let me play this so far. out again. This one is a collab with System ST91. So he fucking killed his part. This is the one I was just working on. Then this one's probably the least close to being finished, especially at the end, but
Ready, go, go!
part's getting that part's getting taken out. But yeah, this is it so far. Um, so I think it'll be pretty cool once I finish these three songs. I might throw in some of the stuff that was originally in it, but it just depends if I feel like working. Because some of the songs I like, I just haven't had the like nothing gets me to go back to the project. Um, and it's tough working on something that you don't really feel like working on. Um, and some songs like they have like a good start, and then I just can't figure out where to go with them. Like I think this one is cool, but I kind of just don't know where to go, and I don't like the end section of it.
Ready, go.
Yeah, that cool kind of end part right there with the bass switches, I'm not quite a fan of, but we'll see. I might mess with it eventually, but not soon. But because I should also show, um, I think somebody mentioned Star Garden. I can show some Star Garden stuff that was in the game and some stuff that's not yet planned to be in the game. Um, like, oh, here's an interesting one. Wait, let me find it. Uh, so the what is it called? Falling Leaves for Green Glade is not the original song that was for that map. It was a different song um, that ended up getting replaced. And if I can find it, I'm just like scrolling back and forth. Uh, Oh, here it is. So yeah, that used to be the old forest theme. I don't think it's the same bass from select mode because I'm pretty sure the select mode bass is a Triton Extreme patch, and I didn't have that yet. I'm pretty sure for the song it's um one of the Ample Sound uh bass plugins. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the reason we ended up switching this out is it didn't sound first level-y enough, so we switched it out. And it's also funny listening to it now because like the forest kind of I call it the forest because that's what it used to be called, but the Green Glade kind of has its own like motif now with the ding da da ding. Um, and this like doesn't have that. It like uses the like Solaris motif with the ding 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 ding. And it also has the motif from like the old tutorial thing at the end here. It's got like that da 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 da, which is from the old tutorial theme, like I said, where it's like but yeah, yeah, this song used to be in the game. It was for like we had like a little video tutorial built into the game, and the reason it's not there anymore is because it's hella outdated. Like it's missing a ton of mechanics, and like the graphics have like completely changed since. Um, but yeah, Green Glade has that bun da da dum, and me play. You'll recognize the song, but you haven't heard the whole thing. So it's got that dun da da da. That's like the Green Glade like motif. I did not know the dev team before. They actually heard one of my songs and they actually heard one of my songs and wanted to use it for the trailer. I believe it was they wanted to hear or they wanted to use this. Well, here, they heard me off of this song that was in a mix. Why does nothing want to show up in my search? Here we go. This song is like my most popular song ever, and it was posted in a bunch of like those YouTube quote unquote mixes. That's just like a playlist. Right. So that's how they heard of me, and then they wanted to use for their initial trailer, they wanted to use this song. They reached out to me and they said, "Can we use?" See here, I have it with notes. They wanted to use this song and just have me get rid of the samples. They wanted to use this song for like their initial trailer, and then I was like, I think partially because I don't really care for this song as much. I was like, I'll make you guys like a song, and they were like, sure. And then like I kind of like finessed my way into making like the whole soundtrack. Uh, but I think the original I started a couple things for the trailer. Let me see if I can find it here. The trailer song was initially different, and I wasn't gonna ever be this. It was just what do you call it? Like one of my drafts. Because usually when I the other times I've gotten onto a game soundtrack, I usually make a ton of songs. Even if I'm not going to use like half of them, it's just to like get into the like sound, like to get the specific sound that I want for that like game. And so you can hear this sounds it sounds similar, like it uses a lot of the same instruments. And obviously this is a lot rougher because I never finished it, but But yeah, then we ended up with this one, which I'm really happy with. I think half of the reason I even restarted is because they started like storyboarding the trailer, and they're like, we need like a slow intro and then like rise to like action or whatever. But I like the sounds I had in the other one because I thought they were very spacey, like that wow wow. Like I thought it really fit like the sound of like them being in space and all that. Because also, especially at the time, I didn't know as much about the game. But I wanted to create like a vibe of like space adventure. Let's see, what other fun stuff is in here? Oh, the original healing event theme. So you know now it's this, right? Which this is actually probably one of the more. This is definitely the newest song that's like in the game. Like most of the songs in the game are from like 2023, 2024. Um, but I think the healing event song is one of the newest ones because it's replacing the old one, which we thought didn't fit the vibe as much. Um, so this might be used for something else eventually, but this was the like original healing event theme. Let's see. Uh, um, like some of these I shouldn't play for spoils. Um, what's another thing that I can play? Um, hmm. Oh, I can play the more full. Wait, I don't think that's the newest version of these songs. They lead into each other. Um, from the Switch stretch goal trailer. These two songs. They're shortened in the trailer, obviously, but this is like the full version of them. that's that one. The full like Switch trailer theme. Not that it's specifically a trailer theme, but let's see. What else is cool that's not used? Oh, there's this one. I'm really happy with it. This one was like super fun to work on. That's where it loops. But yeah, this has been like that one was like one of my favorite songs to work on, and it is super inspired by a couple songs from Xenosaga. I was like, I want to make these songs as if like these two Xenosaga songs as if they were uh Star Garden songs. Um like Xenosaga's soundtrack is fucking amazing. this is the other one that inspired it. This song is also fucking awesome. Obviously, mine is not as dire because it doesn't fit the situation or the game, I think, as much. But like, I really love these two songs. I think they're awesome. Um, Another song that's inspired from Xeno Saga is, I think it was used as the credits theme. I think we used this. No, this one. Was it this one? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh yeah, it's this one. I think I combined like the inspiration of this, and there's a different song that they sent me from Opuna. I don't remember which one. That I got inspiration from. Because a lot of the times, especially if like Ryan doesn't 100% or Chalmix doesn't 100% know how to describe what he wants, so like give me some reference songs, or even if he doesn't, I will kind of like look at other songs from games that I like that are kind of like the same like situation, or just something that I'm like, yeah, I've been really liking this song. I want to make something like it for Star Garden. Then I just do that. Um, because I've been kind of given a ton of freedom to do a lot of what I want on this soundtrack, which is awesome. Especially because sometimes they'll just like make something for something that's been kind of just mentioned in passing, and I'll be like, "Hey, remember that thing you guys talked about once? Here's something I like cooked up for it," and they're like, "Oh, cool, this is awesome." Um, like I have this I can't really say the story context of it, but like it fits really well. Yeah, that one's not finished though. Um, Let's see. What else is fun? Oh, I like this one a lot. This one is like, I fucking love that one Monkey Ball song, Monkey Mall, and I was like, I want to make something like Monkey Mall. Uh, that bass line. But yeah, I don't think he liked it for the mini game, but it's a minute long, so it'll probably be used for like an event. Since all the events are like a minute. Um, what else can I play without giving away too much? I'm trying to play songs that mostly like don't have a place, or like probably, if they do make it, it would be like a collectible like disc or something. Um, that won't be like for like at like for something specific. Like probably like this. And a lot of these aren't finished. Where is There's like the one called there's one called custom that's like pretty cool. Am I blind and I don't see it? Here we go. Yeah, that was fun. Dude, I love the 2000s like stuff, especially uh like one of the games I grew up on was like Ridge Racer 6, obviously Monkey Ball. Um like those soundtracks like made me. And I fucking love them, and even some of the artists I listen to are like, I feel like I get a lot of inspiration from like Alone, who I don't know if you've heard of, but like, let me see if I can. What's a good Alone song? I like Alpha Wheel. Alpha Wheel is like a pretty uh good example. Yeah, Lone is fucking awesome. Like I said, Lone is also another like big inspiration for me. Um, so yeah, like I said, I just really like that style, and especially this game has allowed me to like do that, and it just like fit um perfectly. And even kind of no matter what I make, I feel like I still uh do that. Well, not everything, but like a lot of the stuff that I do fits that anyways. Because I still do like to experiment and try other stuff, and even some of the Star Garden stuff has stuff that like you couldn't even do in the 2000s. Like I like doing pitch map and like chroma stuff on some things. Um, like the old healing event theme. Where is it? Like, not that one. That's a new one. Like you literally could not make that noise in the 2000s. Like, let me give an example. Because I have a song that kind of does it with the effect off, and then it comes on. Uh, so if you don't know what pitch map is, it's kind of like auto tune for but instead of like auto tune will take one note and pitch it, like, so if you have a singer, anything that's like monophonic, so it's just one note playing at a time, it'll fix whatever note you're singing to like the perfect note or whatever. With pitch map and like chroma, it's basically auto tune, but instead of just tuning to one note, it will tune stuff to a chord. So it'll just take the closest frequency and move it over to make it a chord. So you hear the first like few measures of this will play with just the basses like dry, and then the pitch map will come on, and it sounds like super like colorful and like you'll hear it.
Ready, go!
And now it's about to come on. So like that's a sound that like just straight up didn't exist. Like you couldn't do that. But I like throwing in stuff like that into the more 2000s styled stuff. I think it's fun. And it's nice for me to like just try to experiment with more styles. Um, Even with Star Garden 2 is there's like a bunch of like ways to sound 2000s. Um, and like that kind of sound, because it's still, you've got a lot of room to mess around. Like let's see this one. Yeah, I think a lot of it is sound selection. Uh, do I enjoy working on it is my favorite thing to make music for games. Um, because for one, I love video games. And two, it's also nice to like I like just making stuff for myself, but it's also really nice to make something that's a part of something bigger. Um, and it's also nice because it keeps me fresh because it's like, oh, you have to make something for this thing and somebody wants it like a certain way, and so it would have me making stuff that I wouldn't, normally make. Um, and so it lets me be more creative by having, other people guide me in what they want. Um, and I also feel like it's nice for me too because a lot of people don't care about music if it's not part of something. You know what I mean? Like um especially for like I'm a pretty small artist. So you know, not like unless you are like a huge fan or whatever, you don't really care about like music if you just like see it. But when it's like part of something else, whether it be like a movie or a game or like an animation or something, then people have something to connect it to. Um, and so it's it's nice for that, and yeah, it's cool. I like people to hear my stuff and enjoy it. So yeah, I do love working on game music. It is my favorite music to work on, especially because like I feel like gaming is like 90% of what got me wanting to make music in the first place. But yeah, I've been trying to get on soundtracks for the longest time. I think I started like kind of taking music more seriously in like 2017, like music production. Um, and in 2019, I got onto a project called Soul Child, which is like a 2D Metroidvania platformer. Let me see if I can find the trailer for it. Uh, it's so the thing is there's a lot of um, projects I've been on that pretty much like just died, or like they start and they don't really go anywhere. Um, that's just a really common thing. Um, and so like uh this was like one of the first projects I got on it. Like I said, it's still in development technically, but I don't think it's gonna ever finish. It's been developing for like 6 or 7 years. Um, but the first game that actually technically had me do a full soundtrack was earlier this year, which was Y2 Roll, which I can show that. Uh, so yeah, Y2 Roll is my first like actual official game OST. Then I did two songs for My Slime Garden, and then Star Garden, the trial OST release. But obviously, I'd finished Star Garden the trial OST way before all the other stuff. I finished most of the Star Garden music like uh pretty early this year, I think. Um, to see like for the last few months, Star Garden like there hasn't been as much new stuff added. It was more getting it the trial ready and all that stuff. So there wasn't anything new being added. So there wasn't much for me to work on for the game. But yeah, this was and you'll hear the music for this is like completely different than pretty much anything. Especially because it's like old as shit too. It's like a this game is like a 3D or not 3D, a 2D precision platformer Metroidvania type thing. So yeah, you can see the music for that was a lot different than it is for most of the other stuff. Because I feel like I by now I've like kind of found my niche of like the style of music that I like to make and that I'm good at, and so I stick to that. Um, Even if I kind of like explore a little bit outside of it, I don't I would never make anything like that again. Like some of this stuff like do I layer them to play? You mean like kind of doing like a dynamic soundtrack? I haven't actually done that. Well, it almost did that for one thing in Star Garden. But typically I will just make the whole track. Um, the one thing that was going to be dynamic, uh, which this has changed now because I think we're just gonna use it for the different tutorials. Um, so originally there was gonna be like a little hub world or whatever, and there was just kind of gonna be different uh areas in it that are like different like things that you do or whatever. And so I don't know if I have like the backing thing for it on this, but I don't think it is. But this song has like five different versions, right? And like you'll hear the backing is like the same, like it has the do 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 and the same drums, and basically depending on where you were and the thing, like that part would fade out. Um and like the other area part would come in, like and like kind of skip it. This is like all together. This is the version. This is the version. So there's just like a bunch of different versions of it based on like where you walked in that one area. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think we're gonna do anything that has much of a dynamic soundtrack. Um, I feel like it would be cool, but we need to kind of I think rework like a lot of how the audio works, because I know there's like a specific program that's like really meant for doing dynamic soundtracks that I don't know how to use, and I don't think Ryan knows how to use either. Um, and like I said, I don't think it 100% like I think it'd be cool. Um, I don't think it 100% fits the like 2000s thing though. I feel like just having like songs just straight play and then like fade into the other song is more true to the era. Even though like I do think it would be cool. Let's see, what's another fun thing I can show? It's a lot of stuff. Thank you, thank you. I've actually never played Midnight Club. I always think it's so funny. A lot of I'll get a lot of comments that will be like, "Oh, you know your stuff reminds me of this," or "It reminds me of that," and it's like something I've never heard before, and I think that's like fucking awesome because it's uh like to me it says like I've done like a decent job of um like just getting you to feel nostalgic for like that whole era because um especially a lot of people will say like, oh, this reminds me of like this song from Sonic. Dude, like the only Sonic game I've played is like Mega Collection, you know, or they'll say it's like, oh, it reminds me of this racing game when it's like, oh, all ever like my racing game is uh Ridge Racer 6 and like 7. um or even like I've had people say like I give them PS2 vibes, and I've never I didn't have a like PS2 until like a couple years ago, or like a year or so ago. I bought a PS3 to like jailbreak and emulate like PS2 games on and stuff. So yeah, the menu music in Collection is fucking awesome. I actually sampled it. You can't really tell. I wonder if I could find that project. I have no idea what it's called because it's a different name. But in it would be called like Beach Taku, I think. Or, uh, what what was her? Because it was a collab song. Uh, hmm. But I took the I don't think I'll be able to find the name of the project. But I took the the like the dun 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 dun, like the beginning of it, and I like stretched it out super far. Like I super stretched it out, and it is when I play it, it is that bum 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 bum. That's from Sonic Mega Collection.
Ready, go!
It's just like I said, you can't really tell because it's like so stretched out. But one that you can maybe kind of tell that I did there, it's like super stretched out. I took 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. The song doesn't exist on anything. I like took it down. See, like you can't play it from here. Uh, where is the like? But this song, the like the thing that plays at first is just like a super stretched out part of the intro of 24 Karat Magic, where he's got like the like vocoder or like the talk box on. is an old ass song. This is from like 21. But I love sampling like just random stuff from songs I like. I mean, you can even hear the Star Garden soundtrack has like a bunch of like vocal samples and stuff. Lots of Pink Panthers. I think BK Rula is in there. There's some stuff that's not in the game yet that has like some samples. Like the like full version of that one song that gets used in the trailer a bunch. Like the end section has like a bunch of stuff in it. Where is it? Where is... Here it is. So yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff in there. Like Keep Away event. That vocal is taken from this song. Specifically
for the night, look, can't believe my eyes. When I see you, boy, I am hypnotized. Can't believe my eyes. What a ride, take me back inside. Take me for the night, look alive. Taking all the sides, purely breasts and thighs. Extra wide, extra smooth and nice. Extra looks for life, yeah. I see you watching me walking, and I know he like peaches, but he know that this one is special. Come feel this, he getting close to the threshold. I got him, but say he make this a nail.
Yeah, you can totally hear it. Like this song. Rain event is what is the name of that song? Oh, is it? Fuck. What is the name of that song? It's Sam Galatry and Pink Panthers. Oh, Picture in My Mind. That's what it's called. It's literally like the first line.
Always notice something about you, so similar to me. It scares me, I'm impatient, I can't wait to see what.
And then the Got No Swag for Real is BK the Ruler. That's tweaking together.
And I know these niggas mad as fuck. Bitch, I'm in a trap with T and we throw it up. Slow fall while my nigga throw it up. And bitch, I'm on the good sense, I might just throw it up. These niggas ain't got no swag for real. And I know.
That's it right there.
Got no swag for real. Got no swag for real.
it's fun to throw in stuff like that, and it's also fun when people catch it. I've had a somebody I saw on Twitter caught those two, but I haven't seen anybody catch anything else. Yeah, the stream will definitely be muted in certain parts. I didn't even dare play the like fucking Bruno Mars part because I feel like that one would just like get the whole thing nuked. What else sample stuff? Actually, I feel like I haven't used as many for Star Garden, but I do all the time in like my like release, like my just music for me, like what do you call it? Especially Drift into Dreams had some of my favorite vocal samples. I sampled like the Ridge Racer 6 theme song. Like that was really fun to sample. This one, like, it's kind of funny, but like I feel like I could have just left it as the vocal chops, but I felt like it sounded better with the vocal leading into it, but it does kind of come out of nowhere, and it's kind of goofy. The best sample I did in this was for this one. I did Clouds Across the Moon.
Ready, go!
The raw band is so good. You might not know this song, but I know everybody here probably knows the Messages from the Stars song. This is the same like producer of the like original song. And I also sampled like an unreleased like Pink Panther song in this. I don't make all the cover art. This is by System ST91, or System ST91. My cover arts for the most part are pretty shit. The ones that I didn't like commission, like this is a System ST91. This was Fletcher. I commissioned that. This was just literally like a picture I took. This is by the same person who did this. This I don't remember who did this, and it like they like fucking disappeared off the internet. Y2 roll was like I just used the key art from the game. Uh, this is just from Golden Boy, and I like edited the picture. Uh, this the same person who made the cover art for Saga Star DX did this. Um, I made this. This is just a screenshot from Automata Lisa. This is just like stock art of Melon Soda that I like edited. Like graphic design is not my fucking passion, and you can tell that I fucking suck at it. Even like I made these three by just like shitting myself in Blender, and I think they're okay, but like I fucking hate making them. Uh, it takes me a lot of time to make these. Uh, and I'm not like super happy with them, but I think they're serviceable. Um, Voipetsu, the person I collab with, made this. That's just a Trigon screenshot. That's just Monkey Ball screenshot. That's just Pointy's Point. This is like a stock image. This is just commission art I had. This is just an image. You know, like most of these are just like images from like stuff. Um, so, but I always try to commission artwork when I can, but I make music, so I'm fucking poor. Um, so I really only ever do it for albums, um, and EPs. Except I did try to make one for the one I was showing you guys earlier. I have two versions of it. Uh, I have this version with like the cloud behind it, and then I have like this version without the cloud behind it. Not sure which one I like better. I feel like I kind of like the cloud one better. I don't know. I feel like this one is a little empty, but yeah. I do like the cloud. I think I'm gonna keep the cloud for whenever I finish this. So, but yeah, the System SC91 makes fucking awesome art. I go on there like Twitter. Actually, I feel like I shouldn't. I think they have some stuff that's like kind of NSFW. Um, but if I go on here, uh, like they do all of their cover art and like music, so it's like really cool. Like they're really cool artists. Yeah, copyright claim and age restricted. This is so tough. What other stuff am I working on? I might just play through some stuff that I have cooking. Oh yeah, I have this that I started working on. This is another one where I really like the beginning, but then I just kind of don't know where to go. I have to like kind of mess with it because I don't really like the section that it ends off on. Also, the fucking transition in the middle is like non-existent. It kind of just like switches randomly. Oh yeah, totally. I have 5 producer tags. So the OG producer tag is use the mega bass Kurt, which if you don't know is from Cell Racers, which is was a Hot Wheels like it was a 4-part Hot Wheels animation that came out in like the early 2000s. And it's also where the Teku comes from in Q Teku. So use the mega bass Kurt is from that. That's like the OG producer tag. Then the second one I had was this one I use a lot less often because I feel like it only fits like I use it very specifically. And I'll if you if you didn't know the accelerators thing, I got a couple other things to show you. The second one I use a lot more like in specific parts is the melee, the Smash Bros. Melee. Congratulations. Then the third tag is ready go, because I almost just like completely switched to using ready go instead of use the mega base. But I thought like why not keep both, and then I kind of just kept adding more. Then the fourth one is try to keep up, which is from Black Cat says it in Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube or the PS2. I believe she says it like on those like missions where you have to like chase her. She's like try to keep up. And then the fifth one is from Guilty Gear, and it's the announcer saying it's not over yet. I think Synchro has every single tag. I believe Synchro does have every tag. Where is Synchro? Synchro. Here it is. Just ready go. try to keep up. That wasn't a good "It's Not Over Yet," because the way I like to use "It's Not Over Yet" now is way more hype. Congratulations. Does this one have no use the mega bass? That'd actually be kind of crazy, because this song is literally the guy. The guy on the cover is the guy who says use the mega bass. Oh wait, here it is right here, I think. Oh no? It's gotta be right here. There's no way. Okay, there it is. I got like scared for a second. I was like, there's no way. But I have to show you the best use of "It's Not Over Yet," and the way that I like to use it now. I think this was one of the earlier songs I used it on. I think I did it good in Paula's, but it's the best in City. Is the best way to use it is when any time, because I end up doing it. It's a transition I kind of do somewhat frequently. Is where it'll be like a moment of silence, and then like it'll kind of rise back into like the drop or whatever. If you put the "It's Not Over Yet" like in the like little second of silence, and then like this like, because it sounds like the song ends and then it comes back, it's the hypest shit ever.
It's not over yet.
Like, that shit is so hype. Like, I fucking love that producer tag. Like, I love using producer tags as like a way to, especially if you've listened to a bunch of my songs and you notice like, oh, he like always uses this thing, and then it just becomes like, whoa, where, like, what part is he gonna like use this at, or like how is it gonna go into the drop? But for more accelerators lore, right, where the Teku comes from, where is so one of my favorite songs, City is one of my favorite songs I've ever made. One of the other ones is I sampled 2 songs from accelerators. I took the vocals from them. One of them being the first verse of this song, which, if y'all don't know, accelerators is like actual peak.
Put up like, can I park right here? Fresh from the pit, engine sounds nice with the new V6, and my kicks is clean. And I mean when I drive by, watch me lean. The party didn't start till I hit the scene. Girls, you know me, how I make them scream. Strictly business in this game to win it. Premises get crossed as I pass my finish. It's official, special delivery when I send it, and send it like a fresh new car when you get it. Crowd really dig it, so they gather around you. Center of the kitchen now, pump up the value. Come on, give it all you.
So I took that verse, and then I took this one, which this song is also fucking crazy.
इश्क को लोग मार देते हैं
Yo, check it. No matter the track, full speed, burn rubber, tar marks left on the streets. You can't catch me, even if you blink 300 miles of light. Cross the finish twice, and the third time was quite nice. Racing my life, and I might just have to push harder. With a space starter out of this world, I remain smarter. My heart's driven, competition in first position, and my decisions to win any race given. Hey, 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 ready for action? How we smash it now? We're gonna say down, quickly bounce, with a waste to win. Down to the last count. I'm ready for action. How we smash now? We're gonna say go down, quickly bounce. Victory is given to the swollen crowd.
There's a lot of other like crazy good music in accelerators, and like I said, accelerators is just like good all around. Like I rewatch it. Like it's not even a nostalgia thing. I've showed it to all my friends who've never seen it before, and like we make a tradition to watch it like at least once a year because we just love it so much. Because it's just genuinely that good.
Pull up like, can I park right here? Fresh from the pit, it just sounds nice with the new V6, and my kicks is clean. And I read when I drive by, watch the week. The party gets hard till I hit the scene. Cause you know me, how I make this work, straight for business in this game.
Yeah, this song has a bunch of samples from, it's got the accelerators vocals, it's got Pink Panther's vocals, and it's got a bunch of like voice clips from games.
Hard to break a fast habit, got me talking on the phone, trying to face this challenge and this habit, trying to balance and focus. Leaders no smoking, first to come out from the tunnel, got me mouth open, close to victory lap. You know the work show is close, left with freshest clothes and looking good as I approach the spotlight from street light. Everything in detail, know how to shoot fly, left without notice. Hoping we are hoping to make this turn, have respect to earn. Can't face with the bird, you're the win. I wish when the time is right, and when I twice, I spin it twice.
Yeah, it's almost midnight for me. My like sleep schedule is so off because
My external appearance is down 5%.
what do you call it? Last night I stayed up and was in that Star Garden like Kickstarter countdown stream, and so that was like till midnight, and then I was just kind of up.
Yo, let's pump up the baseline.
Oh yeah, let me. There's a bunch of like samples rapid fire in this, so.
Yo, let's pump up the baseline.
So that let's pump up the baseline. That's from, that's also from Acceleracers. That's Shirako. Transmit eggs. That's from Xenosaga. Whatever she just said, that's Ino from Guilty Gear. That's who I main in Guilty Gear. That's the hi 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 is from Bomber Girl. The hey is the Lego City hey. Mystic Powers Grant Me a Miracle is another Xenosaga sample. I think earlier there was some other parts. Oh yeah, right here. That's so depressed off. That line is Elisa from Tekken, who's my Tekken main.
My external appearance is down 5%.
My external appearance is down 5%. That's also Xenosaga. That's like also the reference. So Nitrox 3.0 is like a thing in Acceleracers, and then like a lot of the attacks that Cosmos has in Xenosaga is like it's like R Blade or like you know R Cannon or whatever. So like that's why it's called that, because I use a bunch of Xenosaga and Acceleracers samples. Like let's see. Where's like, the video of like there's a video that has like their like all their moves. So when I was like looking for their voice lines whenever I was getting it.
Miracle!
Starlight!
Starlight!
That's just straight up their voice lines. Oops. Let's see if I can do like that. Oh, here we go.
Gilbert effect active. Gnosis materialization complete.
See, it's like R Blade and like all that shit. So that's where like the name for our Nitrox comes from. This game is fucking cool. See, what other song has fun trivia? I might do like trivia of like one or two more songs, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh yeah, it's a PS2 game. It's really cool. It is like a cutscene video game. Um, but it is very awesome. Like I don't really usually care for turn-based games. I fucking love that game. I haven't played all the way through, but like because I got so interested in the actual story of the game that I just like I like watched all the cutscenes of Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3 because I really wanted to like get the whole story. Um and man, it is so fucking cool. Like, oh my god. It is like one of the craziest things ever. I fucking love Xenosaga. It's really cool. You should play it. Um let's see. Oh, here's an interesting there's not really any like samples in this one. But there's an older version of this that used to have vocals. Um, but I ended up not doing it. Like I just got rid of them. Because I just like the song how it sounded without them a lot better. I feel like this is one of my favorite jungle tracks that I've made. But yeah, there's an older version. Uh, No, this version wasn't dropped. Like, it's this version with no vocals. I used to, like, most of my stuff used to have vocals, like, way back when. But I kind of just stopped doing vocals, because, I hate doing them. Well, okay, I think that, I hate writing lyrics. And I'm not at all a singer, so it takes me like my production is a lot better than my vocals, and so sometimes I feel like the vocals drag down the track, and so I end up scrapping them. Like I have a bunch of old stuff with vocals. I didn't think the vocals in this one were bad. I just didn't want to write lyrics for another 2 minutes of song. I like can't write lyrics. Like I said, oh, that one I was playing earlier had lyrics at the end, and I like the part too. If I were to do stuff, it would probably be more like this, where it's kind of just like in one section and not the whole song is like words. Because I think this section is cool at the end. When is this from? Like 2022 or like 21? Yeah, May 2022. Bitter had my vocals. I feel like Polyheart 2 had a lot of stuff that just randomly had like yeah was in it, but I don't really like Polyheart 2, so I don't want to play anything from it. Oh, CU has like vocals randomly at the end. Right, 2022 being 3 years ago is kind of crazy. I feel like I've almost got to the point where I can look at a song that's from a couple years ago and I'm like, I don't hate this. Like if I were to go back to like songs from like 2021 or something, I'd be like, you know. But I feel like now I can look back to the last year and be like, hey, all these songs I think are still pretty good. Like what's something that had this isn't any. I think it might still be on SoundCloud. I'm not sure. This had vocals. What is this from? Yeah, it's ready.
Go!
Hold up, whoa. Why they had to sleep on me, they snoring. Loaded up your track, that shit was boring. Don't you ever talk when I'm recording. Watch out, hop on your bitch like sporting. I spent a lot on my wrist, a fortune. Hop in the foreign, then I'll floor it. All black swag like I was Morpheus. Infinite bangers, ain't no shortages. Got me feeling way too good like Oreos. Yeah, life's so sweet like oranges. When you always win the race like the tortoise did.
Stuff like this. Have I sampled my yeah, kind of. Not as much. I did oops. So I took like this is kind of cheating because I just made this specifically for that. Like I just kind of did a vocal and just like specifically to resample it. If we fall in love, it's not my fault. I'm trusting you with my all. Alright, so I just like took that.
Ready, go!
But a lot of the time I'll just do sampling into itself. Like where is it? In this one, like that dun 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 dun. This part, that dun 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 dun, is just like the first like two instruments just sampled into like one thing, and like I made it like a pad. Oh, I guess I kind of did for a Star Garden song. I took this song. I think mostly the end part. I took that part and I resampled it for this. And then I think like halfway through, I like chop it up. Yeah, there we go. It's literally just fucking around with that one sample from the end of the song. And then trying to think, there's one other thing that I did something kind of similar. Uh, in Memory Gate, I just like played the chords and they were like all connected, and then I just like chopped it. Like I just resampled and chopped it. So like you hear it's like dun 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 dun, dun but like when I originally played it, it was just like dun dun, you know.
Ready? Go!
Also, funny fact about this song is that it's really fucking quiet, and it's because I didn't realize because uh right, you have like this here that's like your master fader for like the song, and like this is how like if you want the song to like fade out, you like would do this down and all that stuff, and like but like I don't ever touch this. Um cuz like you want to grab like your like the one on the left here is like each individual track, and then this one here is like literally everything. Um and I was like, dude, this song is quiet. Like, I don't know why I can't get it loud. Um, because you know this was at 0, and I was like, there's no way it should be quiet. Like I've got it mastered and everything, but this up here was like turned down, and this is just like Logic's volume, but it's like you can't automate this or anything. Like it just was randomly turned down for some reason, and this affects like the whole export volume for some reason, even though it's like not connected. Like, see, if I turn this down, this still stays the same level, which like why? Well, I don't know why these are like two separate entities when they like should kind of function the same way, but it exported with this like just turned down for whatever reason, and so the song is just like randomly quiet. Like you can tell. Like, let me see if I because all my shit gets turned down. Oh, this still wait. No, it didn't. So see how you can see here? I don't know how well it's picking up, but you see this says 100% at 100%, right? So that's saying when this slider is at 100%, this song is playing at 100% volume. If you go to like literally any other song, like if I go to like this, you see when this is at 100%, it's playing at 49% of the actual volume that I like exported it as. Because YouTube has loudness normalization, so it's like you don't go from one song and it's like super loud and or like one song that's super quiet and the next song is like super fucking loud. So yeah, the other song is just like really fucking quiet and everything else is like loud as shit. That I export because I like exporting at loud volumes because music loud is I'm still in the loudness wars. Like you can see this 60% volume, 47%, 56. Like nothing ever gets close to like 100. Yeah, 100 is insane. I didn't realize it was that bad. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there for tonight though. See, is there anything else on this that I want to export what I changed on this? So I'll play through this. I'll bounce it in real time. So this will be our last little hoorah. Let's see. Let's do bounce real time. We want the audio tail. Okay. And this is version 8, I believe. Nice. That would be awesome if I was on a radio station. But until then, I mean, I guess just I have like fucking. I would say I have somewhere between like 150 to like 170 songs posted. So there's a lot of stuff to go and listen to. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everybody for joining. Um, I'm gonna be trying to stream more often and hopefully a little bit earlier in the day. Now that the Kickstarter's like over, I'm a lot less busy with just like stuff. And I should have like a bit more free time to work on like just whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.